So hi everyone, it's Adam here. You probably know me from Adam Hatton's guitar tutorials. And of course I haven't been in any tutorials recently, and I've been indulging in one of my other many passions, which is cooking. So I thought I'd try and share some of my experience and some of my know-how on that as well. So today for us, we're going to do some, I like to call them special eggs, because they're not like your normal eggs. Normal eggs are normally white with the orange bit in the middle, whereas these are combined. So let's start. So first of all, you need to take three eggs, and you put them into a bowl like this. And then the next part that's very, very important is to try and use a fork and just get out the little bits of shell that have got stuck in there. Right, yeah, okay. That's good. Okay, so once you've got the eggs in the bowl, they'll look like your regular eggs, of course. So the next thing to do is kind of just mash them up a bit. So I'm just using a regular kitchen fork, giving them a bit of a stir there. And what you'll find is they have like the consistency of, I don't know, it's kind of, I guess it's an egg-like consistency really. But it's all one colour, and that's the important thing. Once it's one colour, then you know you're ready to go. So let's put that on the side for a minute. The next bit is to heat up your pan. Now I'm using a gas cooker. I find that gas is the best way to cook things, because you know, everyone knows that fire's hot, and sometimes if you're not using fire, then how do you know? You don't, do you? You don't. So I've got the gas on, and I'm using a frying pan. Now the next thing is to take some fat, and this is just your regular supermarket fat. There's nothing special about it. I mean, some people like to use butter and things like this. I've never really seen the point. I mean, or you know, it's olive fat as well, isn't it? You can use olive fat. Doesn't really matter. I think people who pretend that they can taste the difference, they can't. Of course they can't. Anyway, once the fat's a bit warm, then what you need to do is simply take your eggs and just kind of chuck them in the pan. Now, this is where it starts to get a bit difficult, because what you need to do is just kind of, see what I'm doing there, just mashing it about, just giving it a good, because if you leave it for too long, then what will happen is it will stick to the bottom, and that will leave you with a lot of washing up to do. And of course, the most important thing to remember when doing cooking is to try and have as little washing up as possible. So I mean, going back to the fat discussion, you often hear people say they can taste the difference between like frozen food and not frozen food, and it's just rubbish, absolute rubbish. I mean, if anything, frozen food's better because it takes longer to cook, doesn't it? So as you see, I'm still kind of mashing this up, and there you go. See that? It looks like it's kind of like a mashed up egg. It's not in one piece, but it's not in lots of pieces. So that's pretty much done. Now once your eggs are done, and again, bearing in mind that the important thing about cooking is to have as little washing up as possible, what I like to do is just take some kitchen roll, and just kind of stick it all on there really. Just stick it on your kitchen roll. Like that. And then, again, this is a bit of a professional tip. You don't have to do this, but I think it adds to the flavour, and I could just get a bit of salt and just put a bit of salt on. And then another handy tip is, you know, I always think that if God wanted us to use forks, then he wouldn't have given us hands, right? So these are like nature's forks. And my final tip of the day is when you're eating, if you try and eat over a bin like this, if you drop anything, it doesn't matter. There's literally no cleaning to do at all. Yeah, eat it out. They're a bit hot. And there you have it. That's how you cook eggs. So hopefully that was useful, and I'll have another tutorial soon of some description. Nice to see you. Bye.